Up YouTube, primarily males that watch my channel, which is a little bizarre. I don't really know how I feel about the fact that it is primarily men that watch my channel, but that is the case. Um, Doing some cleaning and some organizing of my living space here, doing some cleaning as well as some organizing that needs to get done. You know, doesn't matter how small your living space is, it seems like the amount of chores that one has is never ending. You know, I feel like I could live in a, how do I put this? I feel as if I could live in a, how do you say? I feel, I'm missing one. One's already lost to time. One of the caps for the chair's already lost to time. But anyway, I feel as if I could have a very small living space. I feel like I could have a 1-bedroom apartment, and that the amount of cleaning that I could have to do would still be never ending, really. It's very easy. It's very easy to spend your whole day cleaning and organizing and get little to nothing done. It's quite impressive, actually, but see, tomorrow evening, it won't even be that bad, really. Tomorrow evening won't be that bad. Let's see. Let me take a look at my schedule. Let me take a little look at my schedule. So, yep. Saturday, let's see. That's not going to be that long either. And Tuesday and Saturday, I'm only going to be indisposed for a little bit. But, all right. Let's see. This is what I need to remove from the room to get more space in the room, but I also need to organize the room. I guess a good place to start would be putting my sheets on my bed, because if I put my sheets on my bed, they'll be taking up less space on the floor. And I know what you're thinking. What, you don't sleep with sheets on your bed? What, you don't sleep with sheets on your bed? Well, number one, I live in a place where the humidity is like 60 indoors. The humidity is like 60. The humidity index is like 60 degrees in here. Or like, not degrees. The humidity is 60 in here. Like, if you had something to measure the humidity in the air, the humidity is like 60. So it doesn't really matter what you have your AC set to, really, in the grand scheme of things. It matters how your AC is handling the humidity indoors, because the humidity indoors here, I just walked past it. The humidity in here is like 54 right now, and that's 4 above what it should be with an AC unit running. Okay, so that is the reason why I only use a thin sheet to sleep under. Oh, what, you don't make your bed? Oh, what, you don't make your bed? What, are you not a Navy SEAL? Yeah, I don't make my bed. Because the humidity indoors here is like fucking 60. So there's no reason to sleep on anything really, other than like a mattress cover and then have like a thin sheet over you. Because it's never ever gonna be cold here. Ever. And that's why I sleep like that. But that's a good place to start. What, you don't make your bed? What, you don't make your bed? What, are you, a non-bed maker? What is it, humid indoors? Is it humid indoors where you live or something? It's like, yeah, it's literally fucking, literally humid indoors here. But thank you for noticing. All right, yeah, let's start with that. What, you don't make your bed? You don't make your bed? What have you never, what have you never done anything? I can hear you now. I can hear you people now going, what do you not make your bed? What do you not put sheets on your bed? Fucking calm down. Also, yes. Also, yes, my gym shorts are literally just falling off of me now. And you can thank the Florida government for that because they have removed the drawstrings from every fucking pair of gym shorts that I own. Every goddamn pair of gym shorts that I've owned for the last 10 years, the state of Florida has removed all fucking drawstrings from them. So now that I have lost weight again, I own a fleet of fucking gym shorts with no drawstrings. Thanks to the fucking state of Florida that I got a steal of a deal on. I got such a goddamn deal on these gym shorts that I'm not gonna buy different size gym shorts just because the state of Florida wanted to remove the drawstrings from all of the fucking gym shorts that I own. I got like a lifetime supply of goddamn gym shorts, and the state of Florida just felt the need to remove the fucking drawstrings from all of them and just never give me them back. Okay. Is this just a pillow cover? This is. This is just a pillow cover. Okay. I got an idea of a pillow I could put it on. Oh, and hopefully I didn't throw all my leather belts away too, because now I need a fucking black belt. Of course, when I find a gray belt that's perfect, when I find a gray belt that's perfect and I don't want to use any other belt than my gray belt, that is when I'm required to have a black belt. And I don't even know if I have a black belt anymore, but I'll see if I do. If not, I'm making a pit stop at Goodwill today. I get used to wearing blue jeans and a gray belt every day, and now I gotta wear. Okay, so now I don't have matching. Okay, I guess I can make the pillowcases matching. Okay. Well, now it's two different things going on here. Okay. I'm just gonna have. I don't even. Okay. This is a mess. I'm gonna move this over here. Huh. Okay, these can go. That can go. That's trash. That's electronic stuff. Electronic stuff. That is a hat. This is trash. Boy, would I sure like to be doing things other than this right now, like sleeping. Sleeping would be cool instead of doing this right now. I can put that in my car, even though that's probably never mind. Do. Alright, finish making my bed and then move on to other things. I mean, I guess I can keep clearing this countertop. This isn't going to be too hard. These are kind of expired, probably. My expired old man vitamins. Okay. I think this is the microphone. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that can go with my headset. Tiny first aid kit. That's kind of cool here, but I guess I gotta get it in a drawer. I mean, I got it from a dollar store. I guess I could just put it in the bathroom. Lantern. Lantern for hurricanes. Can probably... Okay, I know where I'll put this. Batteries. There's a battery kit in the kitchen that I could put these batteries in. And that's a way to deal with the clutter. And then this trash can go in the trash. Boot laces. My boot laces can go in my boot cleaning kit. I have a boot cleaning kit and I will put the boot laces in the boot cleaning. Pen. Highlighter, pen cup for pen and highlighter. Backup headphones. These are already out of the box. Alright, this can go in the trash. This can go in the trash. Oy. Tiny hurricane fan. 2 tiny hurricane fans. Fucking pants falling off. I just wish my pants would stop falling off. That would really be cool if my pants would stop falling off all the time now. I have to have like no empty pockets for my pants not to fall off. It's fucking annoying. I have to have literally nothing. I have to have nothing in my pockets. Otherwise my fucking pants are gonna fall off. Stop looking at the background when the screen fucks up, by the way. Alright, now I'm gonna put the mashing pillowcase on. My dirty fucking pillow. The walls are getting repainted also because the fucking mattresses and box springs that I've had over the years have fucked up the walls. I guess I'll go with the sheet that matches, even though I don't really like this sheet. And then I'll go the whole extra mile. I'll go the whole extra mile. You know? I'll go the whole extra mile, guys. And I'll even make my bed with the sheet. I like this sheet so much more. I don't know what this sheet is made out of, but I like this sheet a lot more than this sheet, and I have to go with this sheet because this matches this bullshit and then the fucking thing that's covering the mattress cover. And then I'm still never going to use a comforter, but I like this sheet way more than this sheet, and then I unfortunately have to use this sheet because it matches, which is lame. But I like this sheet so much better. Are you guys having fun yet? Are you having fun experiencing my lonely life with me? Are you having fun? Is this the privileged life that you thought it would be, where I have to spend my days impoverished? Where I have to spend my days impoverished and alone with people ignoring every intelligent thing that I say, trying to gaslight me about every intelligent thing that I say, so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that I'm in a uniquely difficult situation. I'm just saying, is this the life that is so egregious that you feel the need to try to lie, gaslight, try to get me fired from jobs? Is this the what's it called? Is this the nefarious life that you felt the need to mess with because you think I'm some kind of threat to society or something like that? Do you seeing me in my natural habitat? Is this the person that you convinced each other that I am in action? The person that deserves all of the negative shit that you people, the world that is, has done to me for no reason? Is this the evil, nefarious life that you just had to try to throw a monkey wrench in because you found out personally identifiable information about me? Am I really the evil man that deserves to be fucked with that you're pretending that I am as I'm sitting here organizing my room? About demand the fryers at McDonald's for little to no money so I can try to rub some pennies together to have a meager existence for myself? Is this really, am I all you crack me up to be? Do, 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 do. What was that? Alright, this can go. Man, I hate to see a curve cologne tin go. I'm almost about to not let this curve cologne tin go, because who doesn't have use for a curved cologne tin? Man, I let this just be decoration on my nightstand, because I had a nightstand where you could balance shelving on the top of it. Like, it was an old wooden nightstand with the shelving built into the piece of furniture. And this used to just be a decoration on it forever, man. I love curved cologne tins. Something about the way they look and the feeling of the metal. I don't know if I can get rid of it. I don't know if I can let go of this curved cologne tin. Okay. Let's get these in the electronics drawer. Let's get these organized into the electronics drawer. What else is going in there? This is going in the electronics drawer. We could have this in the electronics drawer for now. Alrighty. You could even store this in the electronics drawer. That's right. Good old Minoso headphones. Oh, that's right, making my bed. I gotta make my bed. Before I continue, you know, let's take a break. Let's step outside and get some air for a second. Let's see. So you have the name VR in your username. Are you from the Thrill of the Fight 2 community or something like that? If so, how does it feel to know that the professional fighter consultants on that game, such as David Acosta, are in the Discord backing misinformation being spread by League Thrill of the Fight 2 players? I believe it was Orchard from TCL, and I've defeated many people from TCL before. The ELO League TCL, I've defeated many of them before. I've also defeated David Acosta in Thrill of the Fight 2. But Orchard from TCL, I believe, the League TCL, was spreading misinformation in the Thrill of the Fight 2 Discord, claim, and it is misinformation that if the children took what he said at face value and they acted based on what he said, they would be exposing themselves to CTE. Because Orchard from TCL in the Discord was trying to argue that, what's it called? I don't know how to phrase this. He started disagreeing with me about something where if people believed what Orchard was saying and they acted based on what Orchard was saying, they would be making themselves more likely to get CTE because they were spreading misinformation pertaining to actual real life physics around what happens in the human anatomy when you block. And Orchard and David Acosta, the professional MMA fighter, were incorrect from a scientific standpoint and an anatomical standpoint and a human biology standpoint about what actually occurs when a human blocks a punch, which I was arguing you cannot block a punch, okay? And we're not talking about swatting the punch away. We're not talking about catching the punch. We're talking about in boxing where someone punches your arm or your hand while it's like this far away from your face. Okay, that's what we were talking about. We're not talking about swatting it away. We're not talking about swatting the punch away. We're not talking about moving the punch off of its trajectory. We're not talking about turning with the punch. Okay, me and Orchard, which is what David Acosta came and ran his stupid fat mouth about, after half reading the conversation, he probably read a DM from Orchard, and Orchard lied about what was actually going on in the conversation. And then David, retarded, fat, bald Latino Acosta that ducked sparring me, took it upon himself to lie to children about something that can get them CTE to protect his ELO Thrill of the Fight 2 league buddy, Orchard, who I've defeated. I've defeated many people from TCL. I've defeated David Acosta in the game. I've defeated so many people that have ELO in that game. It's not even funny. I've defeated Death Sentence. I've defeated Death Sentence in that game. And if his pussy ass wants to back up what they're saying in there, me and Death Sentence can fucking squabble on stream because he's probably the only one willing to spar me on stream. But we ain't doing it for Street Beast. Street Beast can sit on it and spin. You're going to come spar me in the middle of a field in Florida, in Lee County, Florida. Death Sentence if me and you are going to spar because David pussy ass Acosta is too pussy to do it after running his fat fucking bald mouth. Motherfucker's got a 50% win-loss ratio, and all he's ever done in an MMA ring is butt scoot. You're a fucking failed MMA fighter, David Acosta, so shut your fat fucking bald mouth. You should move the fuck out of my state because your fucking punk-ass kids ain't gonna make it here. This ain't a place for pussy-ass motherfuckers, all right? Florida's a do-or-die state, and your pussy-ass kids ain't gonna make it here because they're fucking stupid like you. Fucking fat-ass David Acosta. So David Acosta was lying to children about something that can get them CTE because he's illiterate. So if you're here from the Thrill of the Fight community, Ryder the Striker VR, go ahead and pass this along. Go ahead and pass this around the Thrill of the Fight 2 community, okay? David Acosta, the consultant for that game, is illiterate. He doesn't know a goddamn thing about physics, okay? And he's fucking more concerned with being best friends with the fucking league players of the game who I wipe the fucking floor with all the time because I'm not going to sit there and get involved in their league drama. You want to know what it takes to be a professional gamer nowadays? You got to be friends with people on Discord. Otherwise, they're not even going to let you compete in the professional video game league. You got to be friends with the developers. You got to be friends with the community on Discord. Otherwise, they're going to kick you out of competing professionally in the game. So talk about how is that a competition? How is that a competition? So if you don't like my politics and you run around running your mouth on Discord, now I'm not allowed to compete professionally in a game that I'm the best in the world in because your punk ass is fucking illiterate. Tell me how that's a real competition. No, I think what I'm doing is more of a real competition than your ELO leagues. I think what I'm doing is more akin to real competition than your ELO leagues. Hate to break that to you. Maybe that's why I beat all of you. Maybe I beat all of you because I don't give a shit about your drama and I'm just better than you at the game. Maybe I beat all of you because I don't give a shit about your Discord and I don't give a fuck if your Discord likes me or not. Maybe that's why I beat all of you in the game. Because I don't give a fuck what you think about my philosophy. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't give a fuck what you think about what I say. I don't give a fuck what you think about what I've done. I'm better than you at the game. And I've proved it. And I don't need your fucking ELO to tell me whether or not I'm better at the game because I fucking beat you. And I live streamed it. I don't give a fuck about your drama. Fucking punk ass kids. You run until David Acosta in death sentence yet? Hey, go ask Death Sentence why he's ducking me in real life. Go ask David Acosta why he's ducking me in real life. And go ask Orchard why he's ducking me in real life after I beat all of them in the game. They were talking all that shit on Discord about, oh, why don't you accept my request to play the game? Why don't you accept my request to play the game? Even though I've beaten you fucking 500 times in early access, even though I beat you 500 times in early access, you want to try to squeeze a 3-round win against me in ranked with your fucking 2-minute round ass? With your 2-minute round ass, and then you want to cop a 2 with me on Discord after I beat all of you? Because you're mad that I beat all of you and you're mad that I'll beat you in real life too? Go tell Death Sentence why go ask Death Sentence why he's ducking me in Lee County, Florida, sparring me on stream. And we ain't doing it on street beefs. We're doing it on Fran Man beefs right here. We're doing it on Fran Man beefs right here for $0. What, you're not interested in fighting no more? I thought you were a fighter. Fuck it, I'm just gonna use this as a comforter because it's the more comfortable. It's the more comfortable sheet of the ones that I own, so it's gonna be my comforter. Because it's the more comfortable of the sheets that I own. Voila. And voila. right. Do. Trash. All right, time for another break. How's everyone doing? Looking super busy here in chat. Looking super busy. I can see we're packed to the brim. So much going on in chat, so much activity. My PS4 controller has become consumed by dust. My PS4 controller has become consumed by dust. All right, so I can kind of... I guess I should work on the front, or no. I guess if I get... I'm gonna take a break real quick. I guess if I get this nightstand out of here, that'll give me more floor space. And then having the nightstand out of the way can give me more space to, what's it called? Having the nightstand out of the way can give me more space to further organize the room. And then I gotta organize the closet. And then I gotta organize the other room. But I'm making progress, a lot of progress compared to where I was before. Undoing years of clutter, really, is what's going on here. I'm undoing years of clutter slowly undoing years of clutter. Oh, that's fucking annoying. That's annoying. So what I'm doing is what's it called? I'm writing the years on the back of the Christmas cards I have, so I can remember when I'm on my own that people actually care, that I actually have people that care about me out there. I can remember that once upon a time I actually had a family. That's what I'm doing. What I'm doing is the this year's Christmas cards, I'm putting them in a keepsake box, and I'm writing the year that I got this year's Christmas cards on the back, so I can remember once upon a time that I actually had a family that cares about me, instead of you flagrant assholes that won't admit that I'm the best in the world at Thrill of the Fight 2. You want to pretend that your ELO matters. You want to pretend that Death Sentence is actually a fighter when I've beaten Death Sentence. I've beaten David Acosta. David Acosta retired on a losing streak, and all he ever did was butt scoot around an MMA ring. Death Sentence can come participate in Fran Man beefs by coming to Southwest Florida and sparring me in Lee County on my stream, okay? Because what's not going to happen is I'm not going to become undeniably the best in the world at Thrill of the Fight 2 just for washed up, retired on a losing streak, 50% win-loss ratio David Acosta to throw me under the bus to protect TCL after I beat the shit out of TCL members in the Discord and then uploaded it to my YouTube channel, solidifying the fact that I did in fact beat plenty of professional esports players in Thrill of the Fight 2 during early access, okay? But while I was in that Discord before, washed up MMA has-been, butt scooter, retired on a losing streak and had a 50% win-loss ratio, David Acosta wants to fucking call me Joey Karate and pretend that I didn't bleed doing combat sports, want to pretend that I never competed in combat sports, even though I beat David Acosta at the game. Riddle me this, David Acosta. Do you think I'm just a naturally talented athlete or something? How do you think I outstruck you in your train like a fighter without the bruises fucking VR boxing game? You want to tell me how I outstruck you in that game if I've never competed in combat sports ever? You want to dead ass call me Joey Karate and then duck sparring me after? All right, I'll spar Death Sentence now. I'll spar Death Sentence on stream now just to beat one of you fucking loser ass motherfuckers that want to bully people on the internet. But you also want to misinform kids on Discord. You want to misinform kids on Discord, and you want to fucking tell them shit that's a lie just to back up your ELO esports buddies from fucking TCL or whatever Orchard. You want to lie to children on Discord about something that can get them fucking CTE when they trust your opinion because you're telling them that you're a professional MMA fighter, David Acosta. You want to lie to children about something that can get them CTE on Discord just to try to make me look bad, to back up Orchard, your TCL, ELO, fucking pro esports guy, even though I've beaten the shit out of TCL members and uploaded the fucking footage of me beating the shit out of TCL members. Some fucking professionals they are, by the way. But you want to fucking dead ass tell me that I'm Joey Karate when I'm wearing a fucking knee brace right now because I had to have 2 knee surgeries from fucking wrestling before I was even 16 years old. I had to have 2 knee surgeries before I was even 16 years old. So David Acosta, fucking washed up MMA has-been, never fought in a league that compares to the quality of the UFC, never will fight in a league that compares to the quality of UFC. And guess what, David Acosta? Guess what, David Acosta? You retired on a fucking losing streak. You didn't even have 10 fights. All you ever did was butt scoot around an MMA ring, David Acosta. Okay? And you retired on a losing streak because your bitch ass is Joey Karate. Your bitch ass is Joey Karate. When did you ever have a finish in professional MMA that wasn't your bitch ass using one discipline? When did you ever have a win in professional MMA, David Acosta, that wasn't you utilizing the same single discipline of martial arts to win? When did that ever happen? In your sub-10 fight MMA career, David Acosta, you want to get a fucking attitude with me when I'm the best in the fucking world at the game that you're putting your face on, motherfucker?
Want to get a fucking attitude with me? Way to give your game some legitimacy that you're putting your fucking face and name on, David Acosta. Way to give your game some legitimacy by trying to act like the best in the world at the game you're putting your face on is fucking Joey Karate. Way to go. Let's give you a round of applause, David Acosta. You're a fucking genius. You're a fucking genius, David Acosta. Round of applause for you. You should get a Nobel Peace Prize for that one. I'm the best in the world at the game you're putting your face on. It says in your fucking YouTube description, train like a fighter without the black eyes. So that's the fucking lie you're selling children, on top of the fact of the lies you're selling them in Discord, where if they listen to your stupid ass, which you did that just to make me look bad and to back up Orchard, your fucking league buddy from TCL that's competing for ELO in your game, because I'm not going to compete for ELO in your game, because you're not going to tell me that I'm not going to compete professionally in your game just because you don't like my opinions and you don't like my mannerisms and you don't like how I talk. Okay? I'm not subjected to your you want to know what Death Sentence from Street Beefs is in there doing? Death Sentence from Street Beefs is in there acting like people should be banned from competing in fucking Thrill of the Fight 2 competitively if there's nasty rumors about them on Discord. Okay? Dead ass, that's what Death Sentence is doing. Death Sentence was in that fucking Discord, the same Death Sentence that was begging me to go against him, the same Death Sentence from Street Beefs that was like, why are you ducking me? Why are you ducking me? Because I'm not going to do a 3-round fight with someone that I need more than 3 rounds to beat them in. And I can beat the fuck out of you, and I'll beat the fuck out of you in real life, Death Sentence. You can come compete in Fran Man Beefs on my stream, Death Sentence, in Lee County, Florida. Okay, Death Sentence, we can fight in real life in MMA. You can come compete in Fran Man Beefs. Okay, in Lee County, Florida, we can spar on stream. But furthermore, Death Sentence, I beat your dumb Naruto headband wearing ass in Thrill of the Fight 2 during early access all the goddamn time. Death Sentence. But now that I'm doing it for the most wins, I'm not going to sit there and take matches with people that I can't beat in 3 fucking rounds. That's dumb. No one would do that. If I need more than 3 rounds to beat you, we're going to do more than a 3-round fight. I'm not going to fight someone that's going to try to cheese a win out of me in 3 rounds. If I need more than 3 rounds to beat him, the fight's going to be more than 3 rounds because I'm the motherfucker doing the fight, and I'm not going to do it unless I think I'm going to win. So, what the fuck? Duh. That's common sense. Common sense, Death Sentence. Maybe if you tried applying it to your life, you wouldn't be wearing a Naruto headband on Street Beefs, you fucking compression shorts wearing your underwear on the outside of your pants ass motherfucker. Okay? Maybe if you took the Naruto headband off, you'd get more blood to your brain and you'd realize that you shouldn't take a fight on camera unless you're gonna fucking win it. I don't know. Think smart, not hard, as my dad used to say. But furthermore, what's it called? David Acosta is on Discord giving children IRL as a retired professional MMA fighter and a guy that people look up to in that community. And that community self-admits that, oh, it's just that we're just a bunch of kids. You're just beating up a bunch of kids. You're just beating up a bunch of kids, Francis. Francis, you're just beating up a bunch of kids. But anyway, that's what they sound like. That's what they sound like when you talk to them. So if you want to come up to me and go, Francis, you're just beating up a bunch of kids. You're just beating up a bunch of kids, Francis. Then I'm going to call you a bunch of kids. Okay? So David Acosta, you're telling a bunch of kids, you're telling a bunch of children, David Acosta. Think of the children. Think of the children. You're a parent, David Acosta. Think of the children. Think of the children, David Acosta. Think of the children, your students that I beat the shit out of, David Acosta. You're lying to them to cover up for Orchard. You're lying to them to cover up for Orchard, David Acosta. And you're telling them things that can get them CTE. You're telling them things that makes you appear like you're ignorant of physics and general martial arts concepts. David Acosta is on Discord defending league players by lying to children about things that can get them CTE, and he's a retired professional MMA fighter. So he is supposedly the authority on the topic in the Discord, and he's telling children, okay, again, because if you want to come up to me and you want to go, you're just beating up children, Francis. You're just beating up children. If you want to come to me and do that, then David Acosta is telling children things that can get them CTE if they listen to him. And he says his name in that Discord server is Coach Dave. His name in that Discord server is Coach Dave. He's under the dev category, so he is marked as a developer of the game. Okay, he is a retired professional MMA fighter, and he's in there telling children things that can get them CTE if they listen to him. And when I disputed them on that, and when I corrected them, and I gave them actually scientifically accurate information about how basic physics concepts work, okay, I had to educate the supposed professional MMA fighter on how basic physics work, because he doesn't know how the fuck physics work. Retired professional MMA fighter David Acosta doesn't know what the hell physics are, and he's more interested in making his league buddies look good. So David Acosta banned me from the Thrill of the Fight 2 Discord server. I am the best in the world at that game. David Acosta banned me from that Discord server because he wanted to get a fucking attitude with me about something he was wrong about. And then instead of David Acosta, the supposed professional MMA fighter, you think he'd be the bigger man. You think he'd be the bigger man and admit when he was wrong, but no, he can't admit when he was wrong. He was too afraid to even admit that what I was saying offended him, David Acosta. David Acosta was too offended to admit that my response to his rude response offended him. So he silently banned me from the Discord server for a game that I'm the best in the world at, because he was scientifically wrong about how physics work. And instead of admitting that he was wrong, instead of admitting that he was insulting me just because his league buddy, Orchard from TCL, the ELO Thrill of the Fight 2 League, instead of admitting that he was defending his friend out of bias and that him and his friend were wrong about physics, him and his friend both claim that they're active MMA competitors. The fuck do you, what do you mean if he's really an MMA, do I expect him to be smart? Yeah, I do. I expect him to not be trying to spread misinformation to children. I expect the professional in MMA who calls themselves a coach to not be misinforming children about things that can get them CTE in the Thrill of the Fight 2 Discord server. If the Thrill of the Fight 2 community is going to repeatedly come up to me and go, "You're just beating up children. You're just beating up children. You're just beating up children." If they're going to do that, then I would expect better from Coach Dave, the retired professional MMA fighter with his face and name attached to this game, along with Tony Jeffries, the Olympic boxer. I would expect the professional MMA fighter to not be misinforming children in the Discord server about things that can get them CTE. I would expect that. I would expect that from someone that calls themselves a coach that used to be a professional MMA fighter. Okay? I would expect the guy with Coach Dave as his name on Discord, I would expect the guy with Coach Dave as his name on Discord to not be banning me from the Discord because I'm correcting him on misinforming children on something that can get them CTE. Okay? I would expect I would expect me to be wrong and him to be right, because he's supposedly the professional. He's the guy that's been paid to fight on television, and I would expect him to not be lying to children about things that can get them CTE on Discord. I would expect that. I would expect retired professional MMA fighter David Acosta, what's it called? Fucking, it's whatever the fuck. It's concussions. It's fucking the diseases related from getting concussions and repetitive blows to the head. I don't know what the fuck the acronym stands for. It's an acronym that means the permanent health repercussions from getting repetitive head trauma and concussions from doing various sports that require repeated blows. CTE, it's like brain swelling. CTE means brain swelling, basically, is what it means. So you get concussions, your brain rattles around in your skull, it bounces off the side of your heads, the side of your head, and then you get long-term, permanent health repercussions from that. Okay? So where David Acosta was misinforming people is he wasn't there for the argument that I was having with the league members that play the Thrill of the Fight 2 game. So David Acosta, go look at his YouTube page. Go look at his community page. All of those YouTube channels, those are active members of the Thrill of the Fight 2 Discord. If you look at David Acosta, Coach Dave's YouTube channel, or not, So, anyway, gotta love when you mute yourself and then don't take yourself off mute and then you're walking around complaining about how no one listens but you're muted. Love that. Love that. So, if you go look at David Acosta's community page, if you go look at Coach Dave on YouTube and you look at David Acosta's community page, all of those links. Okay, keep going. Keep leaving then. Keep leaving. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Keep leaving. Just keep leaving. Okay. All right. Just keep leaving then. But all right. So if you go to his community page and you look at all those YouTube profiles, those are active members of the Thrill of the Fight 2 Discord community. And those are some of those people. All right. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Just keep leaving. Just keep leaving. Just keep leaving. None of you guys are going to do anything with this information anyway. I'm just going to get back to cleaning. Every time I give you guys information, you don't do anything with it. So I've learned to stop giving you the time of day and stop giving you information because you don't do anything with it when I give you the information. And that's really all there is to it. That's really all there is to it. Every time I give you the information, you just don't do anything with it. So why even give you the information? You know, I mean, I was just muted for hours. I was muted for hours and I was complaining about being muted, and you gotta love it. You gotta love talking to yourself for hours while you're muted. I mean, don't we all? Don't we all just love talking to ourselves for hours while we're muted? But, so, again, don't we all just love talking to ourselves for hours while we're muted? Isn't that the best thing to do while you're cleaning? Isn't the best thing to do while you're cleaning just talk to yourself while you're muted for hours? And then no one listens to what you have to say anyway. Hardly anyone responds. No one cares. Isn't it awesome how no one cares? Isn't it awesome? I just love waking up in the morning and knowing that no one cares. I just love waking up in the morning and knowing that I'm all alone and that no one cares. hours for anyone to tell me that I'm muted. I just love it. I just love it. Oh, isn't it great? Isn't it great, everyone? Isn't it just fantastic? I personally just love. I personally just love. I just love it. I personally just love being muted for hours while I'm cleaning my room. I bet I got a whole 40 minutes in before I muted myself. I bet I got a whole 40 minutes of talking in before I muted myself, and all that prattling on was just me talking to no one. All of that prattling on for hours was just me talking to no one. Waiting for no one to show up, waiting for no one to talk back. Just me prattling on for hours. I love it. I love it. That's good for the mental health. That's good for the old mental health. You know? Just prattling on for hours and no one listening. It's a good use of energy. It's a good use of energy and resources and cognitive flow. It's just, you know, it makes you think about the right things. We're making good progress, though. We're making good progress on getting the room clean. We're making good progress on getting the room clean. I love how, you know, everyone kept me company the whole time I was rambling and cleaning the room, and I totally didn't get ignored. I totally didn't get ignored for hours while I was rambling into my phone. I totally didn't get ignored for hours while I was rambling into my phone, and it was really cool how I turned this stream on to not be alone while I was cleaning all day. Love how I turned the stream on to not be alone while I was cleaning all day, and then I got like a whole 5 minutes of like more than one concurrent viewer, and then like no one actually engaged with me in chat. And then if anyone was even actually going to engage with me in chat, they would only be like mean, or they would only ask one-sided questions, and like I'm never going to have cool chatters really or anything. But it was really great to turn a stream on and ramble all day and for no one to listen or give a shit about what I'm saying. And it was really awesome that I've been doing this for years and it's been like this. It's been really awesome that I've been rambling to my phone because I have no friends for years and the world wants to do nothing but abuse me. That's been awesome. That's been great. I really love that. And yeah, I don't know if I can despise the world any more than I do. I don't know if I can despise the world any more than I do. I really don't. The world's done a pretty good job of wholeheartedly making me despise it and doing nothing to correct my opinion of it. Here, I'll go check. So my YouTube short that I made this morning has a whole 31 views. Awesome. I love that my YouTube short that I made this morning has a whole 31 views. That was great. It was really cool. It was really cool to wake up in the morning and to think up that prompt and then be ignored. That was awesome. That was great. Thanks, guys. You know, just thanks. Just thanks, world. Thanks. I totally see why the world thinks my opinion of it is nonsensical and misplaced, or, you know, something to laugh at. That's great. Thanks, guys. It's been awesome. You know, thanks for using all my time and resources. It was awesome, guys. I really appreciate it. The part where I turned my stream on and talked and no one listened, that was great. I appreciate that. I love when the world does that. So the part where I turned my stream on and talked and no one listened was great. The part where it took hours for anyone to tell me that I was muted, that was awesome. That was awesome, thanks. The part where it took hours for anyone to tell me that I'm muted, I really appreciate that. And I totally care. I so totally care about all these ICE protests and stuff. I really totally care. So the part where I turned my stream on and then got like 40 whole minutes of like people half chatting, that was awesome. I've been here for 3 hours. I've been here for 3 hours. Thanks, guys. Thanks. You did an awesome job. I'm totally not being sarcastic. I'm totally not being sarcastic when I say that you did an awesome job of being here and participating while I had the stream on and while I was cleaning. You guys, you know, the part where it took you hours to tell me that I'm muted, you guys were right on top of that. You guys did a good job. Thank you for taking hours to notice that I was muted. It shows how much you're paying attention. It shows how much you're paying attention when it took you hours to notice that I'm muted. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking hours to notice that I'm muted. That was awesome. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you. You were really on top of it. Spent an hour muted. That was awesome. It was great. It was great to spend an hour muted. Thanks, guys. My favorite part of the day was when it took my chat an hour to even tell me that I was muted. You know, thanks, guys. You really saved the channel. You guys were really on top of it. You were all over it. You guys sprung into action and took like over a whole hour to tell me I'm muted. That was so awesome. You know, it just shows how much you guys are paying attention to everything that I have to say. It makes me feel heard. You know? You know, thanks, guys. You know, my grandma's not blind or anything. All right, we might be nearing the home stretch here, so I'll be able to leave and never look back once we leave the home stretch. Yeah, my favorite part of the day, hands down, my favorite part of the day was knowing that people care so little about what I have to say that they'll fucking let me just talk while I'm muted for hours. That was awesome. That was awesome to know that I was just fucking talking to myself for hours and no one was listening. That was fucking great. That makes me really fucking happy that people care so little about what I have to say that I can talk for hours while muted and no one will fucking care. That makes me feel good about life. Oh, hey, just wanted to stop by. Just wanted to stop by and say thanks for caring so little about what I have to say that I could talk for hours while muted. And it'll take hours for you guys to tell me that I'm muted, and you'll let me just talk for hours while I'm muted. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Totally cool. Makes me feel human, makes me feel treated like a human. And I don't hate or resent you guys for that at all. Yeah, Yeah, I'm totally not mad. Totally not mad that that it's just another stream with no viewers, no one listening, no one caring. It's totally cool. Totally cool. Love being hated and ignored my whole life. Who doesn't? Who doesn't love being hated and ignored their whole life? I love being hated and ignored my whole life. I don't know about you, but I love being hated and ignored my whole life just as like everyone else. I love being hated and ignored. What are you talking about? What are you, crazy? What are you, crazy? I love being hated and ignored. It's my favorite pastime. I hope less people watch. I hope I start getting a negative amount of viewers. You know? This is my other knee brace. I think this is the one that won't even fit my leg. I'm like 90% sure this is the one that won't even fit my leg. Oi. Oh, hey. Check it out. That's more like it. Ooh. There we go. Yep. There's the old knee brace. Oh, that's what I needed to look for. I needed to see if I have a belt. I need to see if I got a black belt for tomorrow. I need a black belt for tomorrow. Let's see if I got one. Might have gotten rid of all my old belts. Might have gotten rid of my leather belts, man. What am I doing? What's the world coming to? Everything's weird and no one's nice to me. I hate the world and the world hates me. The world let me talk on a stream for hours and no one checks in. Everyone ignores me and I hate it here. Everyone ignores me and I can't stand it here. Everyone ignores me and they take delight in my suffering. Can't stand Schadenfreude. I hate Schadenfreude. I hate the world. The world's never been nice to me and I hate the world. World's never been nice to me and I hate the world. I want to smoke weed, but no one will care. I want to smoke weed, but no one cares.
vacuum's busted. My darn vacuum is busted. World's not nice to me, sometimes I wonder why. The world's not nice to me, and sometimes I wonder why. Sometimes I wonder what I do to the world. Treat me like shit, but then I don't, because they're a bunch of simple assholes that hold kangaroo court. A bunch of simple assholes that hold kangaroo court. You can't reason with people that hold kangaroo court. You can't reason with people that hold kangaroo court. The world's full of assholes that hold kangaroo court. The world is full of assholes that hold kangaroo court. You can't take people seriously if they believe in kangaroo court. My life sucks. My life is disgusting. Everyone hates me and no one will listen to me talk. I hate my life. My life's disgusting. There's not much I can do to make people be next to me. The world's not nice to me, they'll never treat me the way they treat other people. I'm always gonna be treated like a second class citizen in my own country. Even if I get an apartment, they'll just tell me that I have a poor person's apartment. And then they'll try to get me kicked out of my poor person's apartment because the world's not nice and the world's never gonna be nice to me. The world's nice to all kinds of people. But the world's not nice to me, and the world's never going to be nice to me or treat as nice to me as they are to other people. Because we don't live in a fair world, and we're never going to live in a fair world. The world's always going to treat me like a second-class citizen in the place I was born, because the world's not full of respectful people that want to better the world for the people that come after them, which is why the world was fucked when I got here in the first place. to everyone around me slowly but me. It's made me turn to daily drug use to take the edge off. I live in a constant state of worrying if I'm gonna be homeless or not. Everyone says be positive, but all I think positivity does is make me lower my guard and relax, which makes me freak out almost twice as hard when things go wrong, because I wonder what would have happened if I would have anticipated it or maybe planned for it. I'm just wiping up dust. Not that you care. You let me be muted for hours. See, you already left. You don't care. Fuck you guys. Hello, guys. You guys let me be muted for hours. Are you gonna take my daily allotted hit of marijuana with me? Because I'm trying to limit the amount of marijuana I consume in a day. And I'm about to do VR boxing, so I guess it doesn't matter if I have dry mouth for a little bit or something like that. Now that I've organized my space, I spent my time organizing my space and being productive. Are you gonna take my daily allotted hit of marijuana with me? No, you're not. Oh, look at you. You're not gonna do it, huh? You're not gonna do it, huh? You're too good for me. You're too good for Francis. Is that what it is? You're too good for me now? Are you guys too good for me, huh? The world's never gonna be nice to me. The world's never gonna be nice to me. The world's not nice, not nice to me. The world's never gonna be 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 nice to me. The world's not nice, not nice to me. It's never gonna be nice to me. Never be nice to me. It makes work go by better if you sing a little tune while you do it, guys. The world's never gonna be nice to me, guys. It's never gonna happen. It's the truth. The song is the truth. God hates me, that's why he made my life lonely. God hates me, that's why he made my life lonely. God hates me, that's why God made my life lonely. God hates me, that's why God made my life lonely. God hates me, that's why God made my life lonely. God hates me, that's why God made my life lonely. God hates me, that's why God made my life lonely. When I was a kid, this was what my weekends were like, and I used to cry because I spent my weekends cleaning my room. When I was a kid, my life was so lonely. I spent my weekends cleaning my room and crying about how lonely I am. And maybe I got to play a video game for an hour or two, but that was it. Because my life has always been terrible. I don't envy anyone that wants to trade places with me. Everyone tells me all I've ever done is boo-hoo my whole life and that my negative attitude is the source of all of my problems. But people tell me that I've been my own worst enemy my whole life, but I don't believe them. I think all of you are the problem. I've always thought all of you were the problem, because all of you have always been mean to me my whole life, and I wasn't mean to you first, usually. It's usually a one-sided feeling or resentment that I'm entirely unaware of before people start taking actions. 3 whole hours, only having one person popping in and out. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours and only one person's been popping in and out for the past 3 hours, 4 hours. For the past 3 out of the 4 hours that I've been live streaming on YouTube, only one person's been popping in and out. For the last 3 out of the 4 hours I've been streaming, it's driving me crazy. Wouldn't it drive you crazy too? I would hope so, at least. And I know what you're saying, that's horrible singing. I know what you're saying, that's horrible singing. But it's more just to get what is on my head off of my head at an efficient pace instead of sitting there going, um, um, over and over. So. Wouldn't you hate the world if you turned on a live stream every day and only one person watched? Wouldn't you hate the world if you turned on a live stream every day and only one person watched, and all people ever did was be negative to you, and you had to watch everyone else have the best time in the world on YouTube and had to watch people take for granted having a YouTube audience when you don't even have one? There are plenty of people that would do anything for a modicum of an audience on the internet. They would do it for free and no money. But there's people that squander it to be on the wouldn't certainly drive me crazy. I've never had such a negative opinion of the world as I have until now. Being a content creator on YouTube has definitely made my opinion of the world more negative than it's ever been. It's actually a little impressive, to be honest. What's up, guys? All one of you. I hope you guys know how much it fills me with dread to know. Thank you for paying attention. I just want to know. I just hope you guys know how much it fills me with dread to turn the stream on day after day and to have little to no chat engagement. It really improves my morale and view of the world. You know, and I just want to share that information with you guys. While we're together on stream, I just want you guys to know while we're on stream, having a good old time together, that it makes me so happy that I just turn the stream on day after day. Just day after day, I turn the stream on, and I'm met with the same results. It makes me really happy. It makes me a really happy boy. And wouldn't you just be the happiest little boy like me? Wouldn't you just be the happiest little boy like me if you turned the live stream on every day just like me and got the same results day after day? Knowing that you have the talent and the skills and the speaking ability to hold an audience, but never receiving the audience that you know you can get. It's great. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel good to know that no matter how hard I try, I'll get the same results, which is being ignored, which is what's happened my entire life. And if you don't think it eats away at you, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think it eats away at you to get the same results and know that you don't deserve the results you're getting, to get the same results day after day and know that you don't deserve the results you're getting, it eats away at a man. It would eat away at any man, and it definitely eats away at me. So. It makes me feel great to turn a live stream on every day and get the same results, which is no concurrent viewers, no chats, no active engagement. It just makes me feel really good to turn the live stream on day after day and get the same results over and over. It's awesome. It's amazing, I tell you. It makes me so envious to be on this planet to know that I can turn a live stream on day after day after day and get the same results. And that if I become the best VR boxer in the world, it won't matter. It just makes me feel great to know that no one's paying attention, no one cares. It's just awesome. It's just great. No comments on anything I do. Just awesome, dude. It's so great to be totally ignored and unloved and to just be at the bottom of the pecking order my entire life with no way to ascend above it. It's just so awesome. Man, I treasure every day. I treasure every day that I'm alive because I know that I'll never be rewarded or compensated fairly for anything that I do. It's so awesome. Don't you guys just think I'm handsome? Don't you think I'm handsome? Look at my greasy head. Don't you think I'm handsome? Another day ignored and unloved.